So I think on the last video, I told you I was ordering some test pellets, and I purchased these at Trenier.com, Trenier Outdoors. I will put their web address in the description of this video. So here's what you get. You, in this little plastic pouch, you get some sample tins, just 50 pellets. And that saves you some money, because when you've got a new gun and you're trying to figure out what pellet is going to work best, to go out there and buy all these huge 200 or 300 count tins for a pellet that's not going to work for you, that wastes some money. So I was able to get all 4 of these for $16. And what I ordered was the H&N Hunter Extremes, the JSB Exact Jumbos, the JSB Exact, and the JSB Exact Jumbo Express. You'll see within the JSB range, I got the 14, the 15, and the 18. This 18, a lot of people like it, and it did work best for me. And we'll look at that in just a second, but there's very few pellets in here that are left. So I'll move these out of the way, and we'll look at some examples of what happened. These are all shot at 20 yards. This was done with my Optima scope on power level 7. I didn't write that down for everything, but just for scale, that's my finger. So I'm not the best shot in the world. I'm kind of just learning. The scope was at 9. You'll notice the group changed a little bit. I have a theory behind that. The scope would have been set at 6.1. That's pretty respectable, I think. A nice little group there. The scope was set at 7.0. Certainly it's up and down, but that's a pretty broad group right there. And then this again was 6.1. So I mean, 3 holes there, so obviously you've got pellets going through the same hole multiple times. So in looking at these, man, I've shot over 600 pellets with this gun now, and I've got some more of the 18 grain JSBs available for Christmas, but I'm going to wait to open those, and also a scope that I'll tell you about when I get it as well. But at any rate, it's been fun shooting. I'm getting better. I'm working on my technique and trying to tighten up those groups and get myself ready for whatever I can do as far as shooting goes, and making my groups better. So I've shot this gun quite a bit. Again, I mean, you can see targets everywhere, and I've thrown lots of target sheets away. Just trying to make myself be a better shooter and see what this gun is all about. And as far as it relates to the scope, today when I was shooting, I learned on a video with Rick Utzler about how to adjust the parallax in a non-AO scope, and to focus it at the distance you're more likely to shoot at. Most scopes, I guess, come with the parallax adjusted at 100 yards. And I'm never going to shoot a spring gun 100 yards. So I actually, at the end of the day, adjusted my parallax down to 20 yards, which is what my indoor range is set up for. What a huge difference. The clarity was just amazing, zooming in at 9 power. I mean, I can't do it with one hand, but I can try and show you. And there is a video, and if I can find that, I'll be happy to pop it in my description. But on the scope, you can see there's a line here. Let me see if I can focus a little bit better. Come on, focus. There's a line right here. So this ring can unthread. And then on the inside, the lens on this particular scope, the Optima scope, you can adjust the parallax focus, and you're just going to, look through the scope at whatever your intended range is, and just keep turning that until it comes into focus. Then put this right back on and seal it up, and it's fine. Or you're just putting that end cap back on. And that worked great for us. Apparently, from what Rick says, you can't do that to all scopes, and he's much more of an expert. He's forgotten more about this than I'll ever know, but I'll take his word for it. At any rate, that seemed to work well. But that's all the effort I'm going to put into the scope that's on my gun right now, because it's a week to Christmas and I'm going to have a new scope anyway. So that's all the effort I'm going to put into it. At any rate, keep watching, keep shooting. Thanks. Bye.